Match the type of cell movements during gastrulation in column 1 with the descriptions in column 2. So let's first look at all these different types of cell movements. So during gastrulation, there are 5 different kinds of cell movements which are called invagination, involution, ingression, delamination and epiboly. So you can refer to these images also when you're trying to solve this question, but for the sake of understanding, let's go over the definition of each. So invagination is basically infolding of cell sheet into the embryo. So you have this cell sheet here, which basically folds inside and moves inside the embryo. The next is involution. It is basically interning of cell sheet over the basal surface of an outer layer. So if you look here, involution is basically a cell sheet which turns inside and then move over the basal surface. Next is ingression. It is the migration of individual cells into the embryo. The next one is delamination. It's basically splitting of one sheet into two. The last is epiboly, which is basically expansion of one cell sheet over the other cells. So coming back to the question, you can try to solve this question by looking for key terms, for example, infolding, interning, or migration. So let's try to do that. You also have the pictorial references here, so we can try and match that as well. So the first is invagination, which you can see here. This refer to word like infolding. So if you look for infolding, you should be able to answer. And we see here, which is infolding of a sheet of cells during the formation of endoderm in sea urchin. Therefore, P is 2. Next is involution, which is here, which was very easy to remember. It was interning of the cell sheet. So you can find this here. This is inward movement of an expanding outer layer of cells so that it spreads over the internal surface of the remaining external cells. Ingression is the easiest, where you have the migration of individual cells. So you can look for migration or individual cells, which we find here. So ingression is basically migration of individual cells from the surface into the embryo's interior. And the last is delamination, which is also easy because you could look for words like splitting. So it is splitting up one cellular sheet into two nearly parallel sheets. So based on this, the answer to this question is C, where we have P matching to 2, Q to 4, R to 1 and S to 3. To know more about developmental biology, you can refer to this course offered by NPTEL.